Morning, Ronnie. How are you doing?
Hey mate, good morning. How you doing? You all right?
I'm very good, thank you. So I appreciate you giving up a little bit of your valuable time just to answer a few questions about your online training. So I thought we'd do
Yeah,
this at the
absolutely.
start of your session, so that way, obviously, you look more fresh-faced, as you said.
Yeah.
so, so I'm just gonna fire some questions at you, mate. Obviously, answer them as open and honestly as you want. The first one is probably the main one, really. What do you like? What do you particularly like about training online?
uh, I think that training online it's a fantastic opportunity to actually fit your training section into to your schedule. And I think that especially now during the pandemic, it's very good to keep actually exercising. So it was a great way to keep training, keeps like my sanity up,
Absolutely.
and the training without worry about going out and
Yeah.
especially during this pandemic and lockdown. So yeah, it's fantastic.
Absolutely, and like you said there, if you're feeling fitter, your mental health's better. It keeps you in a routine, so you don't lose
It's
any
finding
sleep.
the balance, isn't it? So the balance is not just about mental balance, but it's the balance between your physical, your body, and your mind. So
Yeah,
training at home give the possibility to actually doing the first thing in the morning before I
yeah,
start my day, and then I normally feel like very sharp and very full of energy for the rest of
that's
the
it.
day.
Which obviously induces all that adrenaline, doesn't it? So yes, and that's really good.
Exactly.
Cool. I mean, obviously, over the last month and even like before that, we were doing sessions online as well as seeing each other in the gym. I mean, have you been pleased with your results so far? You feeling fitter? You feeling stronger? You know,
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, so like it's the biggest difference I can say. I have this chronic back pain, and since I started to work out and doing all the sections, I felt that it's like my back muscles and my core. It's way more. The strength of the muscles are
yeah,
much
stronger.
stronger, and
Absolutely.
it gives like a better support. So it's like I felt like a huge improvement on my chronic back pain
Good to
since
hear,
then.
mate.
And obviously, it's nice to be able to get the stairs and feel more energy and
Yeah.
not actually be out of the breath easily. So it's
Well,
like
that's it. Sometimes
overall,
it's the little things, and it's more the sort of little personal goals, like you said there. Reducing pain that improves your quality of life, that improves your like obviously your overall sort of like perspective on things. And then, like you
yeah.
said, just
I
little
think
things, even just going up and down a set of stairs. Not going out of
exactly,
breath.
and you said so. You said, "Oh, it's not about so like being absolutely healed. It's about well-being.
Yeah,
Is about quality of life. You know what I
that's
mean?
it.
And
Absolutely.
I felt that so like my quality of life overall improved a lot. And they actually have an impact even on my sleeping. You have an impact
Yeah,
on my on my focus level of focusing. When I'm working. So
good to hear, mate.
it's fantastic.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
with your job, obviously editing movies and stuff like that, you need to be pretty focused, don't you?
We
So
do exactly, and that's exactly there. I spent like a whole day sitting in the chair, staring at the monitor. So if I don't have any training, that means I have no exercise whatsoever. So it's
absolutely.
like very important for keep training. So it's all about finding balance, as I said before.
Absolutely. I mean, this next question, I think for you is kind of almost a little bit redundant because you use Zoom all the time. But I mean, how easy have you found it to get to grips with and train through? Have you found Zoom quite simple to
I
use?
felt very easy. I think so. Like I would say that for someone who never uses Zoom, the whole system it's very straightforward. You normally get an email with a link, and then you
Yeah,
click on the link, and then that's it. You know what I mean? So it's like it's
it's
as
very
easy as
simple.
a like one click thing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it is very simple. No, that's good.
So even for someone who is not actually comfortable, with computers, it can't be easier than
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I
it
mean,
couldn't
like I
be
said, it
easier.
cuts out a
It,
lot of the steps for you, isn't it? I mean, obviously, we've
exactly.
been training at home. Obviously, with you in your flat, we haven't been using too much equipment. We've got some bands and stuff. But I mean, how have you found, the sessions in terms of like the challenge of just using your body weight? Have you found it still quite effective?
Yeah, I must be honest, I was very surprised because, when we start to talk about, training from home, my biggest concern is like I always try to avoid those like online sections because I always thought if I don't have the equipment for the gym, that means I'm not actually working out.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
once we started, I was incredibly surprised how body weight can be
yeah.
tough and
Oh
it
yeah,
can
mate,
be
absolutely.
more exhausting than actually from the gym. I
Yeah,
think nowadays I feel so like, oh, when I'm very tired, I just think, like, oh, it would be so much easier if I was in the gym. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
absolutely.
It's actually a great workout, and you feel
Absolutely, and like
like,
I always say to a lot of my clients as well, doing a lot of the bodyweight exercises and training online, especially, it allows you to like obviously target areas of your body and do movements that you just wouldn't normally do in the gym. So actually, it opens up
absolutely.
like opportunities and windows to actually try new things and work
Absolutely.
different areas.
I feel
That
like I'm
is
working out muscles I never worked out before, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's the funny thing, it's
absolutely.
incredible. And I finish every section is like, exhausted, very tired, but also feeling great. And I was like, wow,
Yeah, it's
it's,
good to hear.
yeah,
So
it's
I mean,
very rewarding, I would say.
as you've said there, obviously you've made a lot of progress so far. You're feeling better in terms of your fitness, your health, and obviously, like you reduced obviously some of the injuries. What would you say your future goals are? What are you looking to achieve going forward?
Obviously, my main goal is the well-being and feeling better, improve my level of focusing, improve my level of fitness. But as a bonus, I would say is like lose a bit more weight, and which is like we are on the way. It's
Yeah,
already gone, already lost like a stone since we started, and
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
that's the visual goals. But the main goals is like the well-being. Just like quality of life.
Good answer, mate. And lastly, and you've probably already answered this in a lot of ways, but would you recommend personal training online to others?
Absolutely. I would recommend, personal training to everyone. I think it's incredibly important. And especially now, with this facility, with this opportunity to do it online,
Yeah,
it's great because even when I'm going holidays or going out for work or I'm out of the country, I can keep the routine. I can
absolutely.
keep select training, you know what I mean?
Well, if you've got
So
any
I would say
English speaking Brazilian family, you'll have to take me back to Brazil at some point.
Exactly, mate. That's a done deal.
That'd be fun. Yeah, no, that'd be good. I said I actually trained two people in Brazil once. I think I told you this, but they were English, so they were from actually Dorset. So don't know if that counts really.
No, but I tell you what, it's like Brazilians in general is like always looking forward to improve their English. So and they are very focused on training as well. So it's like you can be
Good
a
opportunity.
combination of classes, English and fitness in the same
There you go.
hour.
Yeah, we'll have to organise it at some point. Brilliant.
Definitely have a market for them, mate.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So cool. That's the end of the questions, everyone. I appreciate your time. Thanks for all of those answers. They're fantastic. So I'll sign off there and we'll crack on doing some training.
Fantastic, mate. Cheers.